Imagine in your minds a lush green vacation spot that is peaceful and scenic, a place full of wonderful sights where you can have an awesome adventure, a place that has beautiful bodies of water and mountain ranges that are perfect for an outdoor getaway. Where is this beautiful place that I'm talking about? It's actually the Great Pacific Northwest in Washington. Washington kind of tends to get a bad rap sometimes for being dreary and rainy. However, it has many beauties that are excellent for the perfect vacation. I actually had the opportunity to serve my 18-month mission in Washington Tacoma Mission and was able to see many of these beautiful sights in the Pacific Northwest. I had many opportunities on my preparation days to go out into the great outdoors and witness many of these beautiful sights. I grew to love a few of these spots in particular that I'll definitely be going back to someday. Through my experience on my mission, I really gained a love for the beauty of the Pacific Northwest, and as I've had this experience in Washington, I would like to inform you today on my favorite places and things to do in the Great Pacific Northwest. I'll specifically be talking today about Lake Crescent, Hurricane Ridge, and the wonderful city of Sequim. Let's start by taking a journey to the beautiful, crystal clear water of Lake Crescent. On one of my preparation days, me and my companion had the glorious opportunity of traveling to Lake Crescent. To get to this lake, you take a pretty windy road that goes up into the mountains. You drive for a while, and then it comes into view. This crystal clear, beautiful lake. The water is so clear that you can literally see the reflection of the mountain in it. Now let me give you a little brief history about the lake so you can understand what makes it so beautiful. The lake was formed actually by a glacier during the last ice age. It's approximately 624 feet deep as well as 12 miles long, so it's a pretty big lake. Its water has a lack of nitrogen, which normally nitrogen causes algae to grow in the water of a lake, but because it doesn't have any nitrates in it, it has this beautiful blue crystal clear water that you just can't forget. When we arrived at the lake, I went down to the water and was just absolutely amazed by the clarity of it. You could just see straight through it. It also has a beautiful, like I said, beautiful blue color that I won't ever be able to forget. This lake is very peaceful and calm, and actually has two main attractions that make it my favorite spot. Marimere Falls is a little hike, a mile-long hike that you take up the mountain into this beautiful falls. I was actually able to go with my family when they came and picked me up from my mission, and it's probably one of my favorite parts about Lake Crescent is just this beautiful, peaceful falls. And then also there's the Lake Crescent Lodge, and this is a very cozy little lodge that looks out on the water and makes it a very unique place to vacation. The lodge was originally built in 1914, and it's rich in history, and definitely a place I want to revisit and learn a little bit more about. The next place that I want to talk about that I absolutely love in the Pacific Northwest is Hurricane Ridge. This is a ridge in the mountainous parts of the Olympic National Park. There is a breathtaking 20 to 30 minute drive that you take to the top viewing point. And once you get there, you're just captivated by this mountain range. It's beautiful. There is a website, the Washington the State, that gives a really good description of Hurricane Ridge. It says there are high meadows, glaciered peaks, and beautiful wildflowers that give Hurricane Ridge an alpine quality. Yet this is the most accessible area for visitors to experience the scenery and wildlife of the Olympic mountain range. It says that they have black-tailed deer and Olympic marmots that frequently locale their trails, and black bears that forage there. Why do I love this spot so much? Because it's like nothing I've ever seen before. As I saw it, I actually felt like singing. The hills are alive with the sound of music, just like Maria in the musical The Sound of Music. It's a must-see spot and one of my favorites. The last place that I absolutely love in the Pacific Northwest is this adorable little town of Sequim. I love this little retirement community with all my heart. It has a population of about 6,800 people. It's a safe community, perfect for a wonderful vacation. It's about an hour southeast of the other two favorite destinations that I just talked about, so it's a great location. I actually had the opportunity to serve in Sequim for about 5 months, and it was just an amazing experience. There's so many fun things to do and wonderful places to eat, and many bodies of water that make it beautiful. Some of those fun things to do are actually, they have 2 really unique festivals that you can go to in the summer. There's the Irrigation Festival, which is in May, and then the Lavender Festival, which is in July. And these 2 unique festivals are just a blast, super fun, that just makes the town just come alive. Another reason why I love Sequim is because it has a lot of unique restaurants. You can eat at the 101 Diner, which is a cute little 50s style hamburger joint, or there's the best little taco place called Jose's, and they're famous for their homemade salsa. There's also my favorite restaurant, the Oak Table. They're only open for breakfast and lunch, but they have the best home-style cooked food I've ever had. Also, what makes Sequim just beautiful is it's just surrounded by water. There's this cool little Dungeness spit that you can take. It's a little, about 5-mile walk out to a lighthouse, but it's just on this sand spit that's in between the ocean. There's also other bodies of water that just make Sequim beautiful. I can still remember the first time that I saw the Pacific Northwest as I flew into Washington from the Missionary Training Center, and I was just amazed at how beautiful and green it was, and from that moment I couldn't wait to see it all. The Pacific Northwest has become one of my favorite places for these reasons and more. Lake Crescent, for Hurricane Ridge, and the wonderful city of Sequim are just a few of my favorite places in the Pacific Northwest. They are very special to me, and I hope that as I have informed you about them, that you know a little bit more, have a little better understanding of some of the adventures that you can have in Washington. So go out, have some adventures, just like I had in Washington. And just as my favorite Pixar movie, Up, says, adventure is out there.